All right, so basically,
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking.
this video is going to be about fat shaming and skinny shaming and body shaming and talking about everybody's body and then blah, 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 blah. I am going to focus majority on skinny shaming because that's just what I have more experience with. But I want you to take this message and apply it across the board, Miss Thing, okay? Take a piece of bread, girl. Take the message as if it's peanut butter or avocado, guacamole, some other kind of spread, girl, a marmalade, perhaps a jam, and I want you to just spread it and apply it where it fits, okay? Every piece of the bread, all right? What's brought me to talk about this is the fact that I've been seeing this girl all over Twitter. She's a plus size black woman. She's a dark skinned woman. She's very beautiful, but she is plus size. And, you know, she posts these videos where she's talking about like just being confident in the skin that you're in, blah, 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 XYZ. And in the comments, everybody is clowning her going off, right? But then I went to her personal page and she does not seem to care. Like, she's still posting her content, she's still doing her thing. Long story short, it made me think about what I've been a witness to in terms of bullying people because they're plus size or bullying people because they are underweight. For me, at the age that I am now, and my height, I probably am still underweight. Like, if we're going by like the textbook BMI, I don't know. Like, I probably am. But I am healthy, you feel me? Just as I am underweight and healthy, there are people who could be over the predicted weight or the like ideal textbook weight and still be healthy. I'm not speaking in terms of like people who are on social media and you're coming for someone and they come back at you. If I come for someone, girl, and they say, well, you're built like a goddamn scarecrow or you look like, you know, a bag of spaghetti noodles, straight up and down, I'm not gonna be offended because I came for them first. That's not body shaming. That's joning. Like, we shooting shots back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not speaking in terms of like, if you come for someone first, if you come for someone's teeth, someone's presence, someone's mama, someone's daddy, someone's whatever, nothing is off limits, girl. And I do see a lot of that happening on social media where like you come for somebody first and then they come for you and, oh, you're body shaming me, girl. No, like, you mother shamed me, you teeth shamed me, like whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're joking. Like, if you can't sit to eat, get about the kitchen. Back to what I was talking about though, I do think that sometimes the borderline and the boundaries are pushed and stepped over when it comes to just respecting the fact that people are different. People are built different. Some people are skinny, some people are big. Like, before I started working out, I used to be like bones, okay? Like skin and bones. Granted, this was like 8 years ago, but I used to be very, very, very skinny. I used to be so self-conscious about it. Like, I used to be so self-conscious about it because people would ask me questions like, do you even eat? Do you eat? Or just like rude stuff, you know, that as a kid, like, it's like microaggressive and you don't really, you know, you may laugh it off at school in the classroom, but girl, like, you're gonna go home and you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry in the car, girl. You cried on the bus. She cried on the bus a few times. I remember I used to wear my shirt in the swimming pool because I did not want people to see my ribs. I used to wear like baggy clothing. This is when I was like a teenager, because I didn't want people to see how skinny I was at my wrist. I used to hate when people come to me and do this to my wrist, okay? That's like going with someone who's overweight and taking both your hands and trying to put it around their arm. Like, why would you do that? You wouldn't do that, okay? You would not do that. And then making a comment about how big their arm is. You would not do that. So why would you do that to somebody who is skinny? When it comes to people who are overweight or underweight, you have to be very careful with the advice that you give when it comes to saying stuff like, oh, you just need to eat more, or you just need to eat less. Because if you are overweight or if you are underweight, then you know how absolutely difficult it can be to just eat more or eat less. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is really not that easy, especially when your genes and you're like genetically predisposed to either be bigger or smaller. Everybody on Instagram, everybody on Twitter is all of a sudden a doctor, girl. Everybody's a doctor. Everybody has their medical license, girl, and is that her trying to tell the girls like, girl, you're overweight, you need to lose some weight, you need to gain some weight, you're too skinny, blah, 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 blah. When did everybody get their medical license, sweetie? When did everybody start practicing nutrition? Granted, I do think there's a limit, obviously, okay? You know, visually, I think that sometimes there's a limit where you can look at someone and tell, okay, this most likely is not like extremely healthy, or, you know, this could cause health problems later on, but that is none of your business, sis. Period. It's none of mine either. Like, there are so many times when I go on Twitter or when I go on Instagram and I see something and I'm like, this is a mess. And I might even get to the point of typing out half of a comment And then I pause and think, girl, this has nothing to do with me. Like, this is literally none of my business. And what I'm about to say is not contributive nor conducive in the least. And I delete my comment, girl, and I keep it moving. I understand, like, for some people that may be hard to do, but girl, like, it's just very easy. Just like, look at what you're typing out before you actually hit tweet or hit post. And girl, if it's not conducive, if it's not like lifting someone up, if it's not like contributing to the discussion in a positive way, girl, then delete that. Like, delete it, girl. You're waste. It's a waste. You don't have to speak. You can keep your mouth shut. You don't have to speak. If I can find a picture of like what I used to look like, I'm gonna put it up because I used to be very skinny. The comments you make to people online or offline replay in their heads, girl. Like, everybody is not made out of steel. People are not indestructible. So when you say certain things, like, that stuff sticks sometimes. And like, yeah, you can get it off and you can say it because it has nothing to do with you. You think you're logging off the internet at the end of the day. But at the same time, like, these kind of comments are impactful. You know what I'm saying? I still have moments of insecurity where I do feel subconscious about my weight. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. But that comes from all those comments that I used to receive about, like, do you even eat? And you're so skinny, it's gross. Your legs look so like twigs. It looks gross. You look so skinny. You look sick. You know what I'm saying? Those insecurities carry over into adulthood. And if you don't effectively manage that stuff, and if you don't effectively work on your self-confidence and bettering yourself mentally, that stuff is going to stick and carry over. And it can be very detrimental. So I'm speaking to the people who are making these kind of comments. And I'm also speaking to the people who have received these kind of comments. Because one thing that you have the power to do is change. Okay, so when it comes to like your body, I'm all about being healthy. Okay, that's number one, first and foremost with me, right? But I'm also about self-confidence and liking what you have to offer. So excluding what other people have to say and excluding what society is projecting on you, if you are not happy with your body, if you are not happy with the way something looks, you have every right in the world to change it. Healthy, with healthy lifestyle choices, healthy eating, exercise, all that kind of stuff. I also want to say, like, I'm not speaking in the context of like friends and like when you and your friends crack jokes. Girl, my friends crack jokes at me all day. Call me all kind of praying mantises and skeletons and all kind of stuff, but girl, it's a joke. And I might call them, you know, a few big mama's houses too. Okay, girl, but it's a joke. I'm speaking in terms of people who are making these kind of comments that are really just really mean-spirited. And behind the screen of a computer, girl, like, y'all are literally commenting these kind of comments on people's posts, like on people's actual pages. Y'all are saying stuff like this, and like, it's just crazy to me. Like, it really is. And I know what that feels like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what that feels like. Half the people that are sitting behind these computers leaving these kind of comments, talking about people, and y'all reading people, and you call yourself trying to call people fat and too skinny, all XYZ. Girl, what is your body serving, girl? Post your body. What are you serving? Okay? The girls are fat shaming, but and feel like they can do so because they're skinny, but girl, underneath that skinny exterior, Miss Thing, honey, you're smoking 5 packs of Newports a day, girl, and your lungs look like a goddamn matchbox. Just because you're skinny does not mean you're healthy. Just because you're big does not mean you're not healthy, okay? So let's cut it, like OT Genesis, and let's just like love the girls, okay? Thanks. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for me, please. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at ToneClassic and check out my fashion lifestyle blog, www.toneclassic.org. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.